So hi and welcome to this lesson, and I want to start by saying a huge thank you to the community, everybody that has been watching and leaving comments and leaving suggestions what we should be creating for you. So please keep it coming. I'm having a blast filming those lessons for you. And today we are breaking down 3 songs by John Bonham from Led Zeppelin. The first one is the intro from Good Times, Bad Times. Let's have a quick listen before we break things down. There are 2 things that stick out to me. First one is the cowbell between those tom hits, and the second one is the triplet fill itself. The cowbell pattern goes like this: 1 E and a 2 E and A3 E and A4 and 1 E and a 2 E and A3 E and A4 and 1 E and a 2 E and A3 E and A4 and 1 E and a 2 E and A3 E and A4 and 1. On the record, John Bonham played it in a slightly swung phrasing, a bit more like this. And now let's practice the triplet fill. It's an alternating sticking of right-left, so no diddles involved and no bass drums. The orchestration is between the toms and the snare drum. And let's start by playing it up until beat 3. And if we can play that, then let's play it up until to beat 4. And for the last quarter note, there are 6 remaining notes missing, and the first 3 notes are played on the snare drum and the last 3 on the rack and the floor toms. And after we've practiced those parts individually, it's time to put the pieces together, and then the entire intro section sounds like this, first at a slower tempo. And up to speed at the original tempo, the entire intro section sounds like this. The second song we're gonna focus on is called Kashmir. The challenge here is to listen and be able to keep track of the 3/4 guitar and string pattern while playing a 4/4 basic rock groove and not playing with your eyes and ears closed and, I don't know, guessing where the one is, okay? So for this, it's necessary to understand that after 3 bars of 4/4, the instrumental pattern lines up with our drum groove. Harmonically, the root note is ascending mostly chromatically from A to D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, ba-da-dum, da-da-dum, ba-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, ba-da-dum, da-da-dum, ba-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum. So the D as the highest note is beat 1 of the 3-bar phrase. And let's make this an exercise between our limbs and our voice. And you should definitely do this with me with your hands on your knees. We play the basic rock beat and play bass drum on 1 and 3, snare drum on 2 and 4/8 notes on our high hand, and we sing the 3/4 Kashmir riff on top of our groove. And let's try to mark the 1 every 3 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba-da-dum, 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 ba-da-bum, ba-da-dum, 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 ba-da-dum. It's a great exercise for your independence and your inner pulse. And it's also really interesting from a historical point of view that this Kashmir riff from 1975 became so influential and inspiring that over 40 years later, it still gets quoted in today's modern pop music. And here's an example of Justin Timberlake's Cry Me a River. And let's listen to the outro sequence of this monstrous live arrangement, and let's see if you can recognize the Kashmir riff. They don't play it for 3 bars as in the original. Instead, they round it off after 2 bars, but still just an amazing and really powerful effect to build tension by mashing up those 2 songs.
Like a star that can't wait for a night. I hate to think I've been blinded, baby. What can
Our last song for today is Fool in the Rain, and we're gonna take a look at the legendary halftime groove that has been discussed many times. For me personally, it's special because it combines the raw attitude of rock drumming and a finesse touch of playing ghost notes and hi-hat embellishments. So let's go through the individual components step by step. The hi-hat is playing the shuffle pattern, and since it's a halftime groove, we play a backbeat on beat 3. And the next step is to add the bass drum. Boom boom puka, boom 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 puka, boom 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 puka, boom 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 puka. And next we add ghost notes on the middle triplet of beats 1, 2 and 4. And last and final step is to play an open hi-hat on the third triplet of beat 1 that closes on beat 2. And there you have it. That is the learning order, how you can approach this shuffle. And that's also it for today's lesson, and I hope you enjoyed it. I think it's fair to say that it's impossible to separate those songs from John Bonham. Those songs played by different musicians are not the songs anymore, and what makes them so unique is the musicianship and the personality of these musicians. And the takeaway after digging into these songs, I think for all of us can be, no matter how simple or complex the grooves are that you're playing in your band, for instance, find out which parts of your personality can you bring into your own playing that brings a groove into total new dimension. And I wish you a lot of joy in discovering that for yourself on this what is called making music. And I wish you all the best, stay safe out there, and I see you in the next lesson. Take care and bye-bye.